Beloved soul, do you walk a road that began before the first dawn, when love whispered itself into existence and called that whisper you? Every step you take, whether in joy or in grief, circles back to the same secret center, the beloved. Do not think you wander. You are being drawn by an invisible music. Even your mistakes are footsteps of the dance. Even your sorrow is the drumbeat that keeps you moving toward the source. When you breathe, you are already praying. When your heart aches, it is only God stretching the chambers of your being to hold more light. There is no distance between you and Him. There is only forgetfulness. Forgetfulness builds the walls. Remembrance melts them like snow touched by sun. And what is remembrance but love, calling love by name? Come, sit in the silence of your own chest. Listen, do you hear it? That trembling inside is the reed flute, lamenting its separation from the reed bed. It sings because it remembers. You too remember, though you pretend not to. You build houses of distraction, marketplaces of noise. But at night, when the world loosens its hold, sigh escapes you. That sigh is the proof your soul still longs for home. Do not shame the longing. It is the holiest compass. Let it pierce you until you spill everything that is not love. The wound it opens becomes a doorway. Through it, the infinite enters disguised as yearning. Every lover of God has walked bleeding through that door. The prophets, the saints, the whirling dervishes, all were wounded by the same arrow of remembrance. You say, I want to find God, but how will you find what has never left? Better to say, I wish to uncover what hides Him from me. Each act of kindness pulls away a veil. Each act of forgiveness lights a candle in the hall of mirrors. Walk through that hall, my friend, until every reflection becomes His face. Love is not a path. It is the very ground beneath your feet. Yet to know it, you must walk for motion, reveals stillness. The beloved hides himself inside opposites, distance to teach nearness, darkness to reveal light, death to unveil eternity. See how the night sky looks black, yet it is filled with stars? So too your pain, black at first glance, but glittering with hidden suns. There is a tavern beyond the edge of reason where souls gather, intoxicated on a wine no vineyard knows. The cupbearer is unseen, his pour is endless. You have sipped from that chalice in dreams, the sweetness that made you wake with tears. That was no dream, it was remembrance tasting itself. Return there in wakefulness. Close your eyes, whirl inward, and you will feel the same dizzy mercy. Do not fear the spinning. The planets spin, the atoms spin, every particle of creation spins in love. When you whirl, if you join that cosmic prayer, the still point at the center of the turning is God Himself. Motionless, yet causing all motion. Be that still point. Be the silence that sings. If you would know love, become dust beneath the feet of love. The proud stand apart, measuring God with their intellect. The humble dissolve and discover they were never separate. The mind counts steps. The heart disappears into the dance. Which will you choose? Listen, beloved, the garden you seek lies inside your chest. Rivers flow there, trees blossom in winter, and every petal hums the name Who. Who. Enter that garden through gratitude. Each thank you whisper is a key turning in a golden lock. Gratitude for pain, for it plows the soil of the heart, so the seed of compassion may grow. You ask, how can I love God whom I cannot see? But you see Him every morning in the mirror of dawn, in the eyes of a stranger, in the crumbs shared with the sparrow. Love the seen, and you will find the unseen smiling through it. The lover and the beloved are not two. They are one flame appearing as two candles. When you love, you become that fire. Ah, how the world trembles with those who burn. They walk through marketplaces like secret suns, turning every glance into prayer. They have no agenda, but radiance. Be one of them. Forget the language of fear. Speak only in the dialect of giving. Say yes to the rain, to the dust, to the silence between words. Say yes until there is no one left to say it. Love will break you open, but the breaking is not loss, it is birth. The chick must crack its shell to meet the sky. So too your heart must crack to meet infinity. Each fracture becomes a window through which God gazes at himself. Do you see the paradox? You think you are seeking him, but he is seeking to see himself through you. When you walk, imagine the earth kissing your soles. When you breathe, imagine the heavens exhaling through your lungs. You are the meeting of both earth and sky, embracing in human form. Remember this, and holiness will drip from your fingertips. The journey toward love is not measured in miles, but in unguarded moments. A single tear shed for another's pain brings you closer than 1,000 pilgrimages. Every act of tenderness redraws the map until the destination and the traveler are the same. Do not wait for perfection to begin loving. The cracked cup holds the sweetest wine because it lets it spill. Let yourself spill. Let generosity leak through your flaws. God drinks through those cracks. If you tire, rest your head on the shoulder of trust. Say, "Beloved, carry me," and the wind will lift you. The stars will guide you. The night itself will hum lullabies of light. For you have never walked alone. Even your loneliness is crowded with angels. Come, beloved soul, loosen your hold on certainty. Step into the mystery where questions dissolve like sugar in tea. Taste the sweetness of not knowing. That is where the beloved hides, in the trembling between doubt and surrender. Only the empty cup can be filled. Every heartbeat chants his name, though you call it biology. Every atom spins in remembrance, though you call it physics. The universe is a whirling prayer, and you are part of its rhythm. Dance, even if your legs tremble. Sing, even if your voice cracks. The beloved delights in imperfection offered sincerely. Beloved, what you call me, and you are ripples on one ocean. The wave that says, "I am separate," forgets that it is water. When you love, you dissolve that illusion. The lover becomes the sea returning to itself. Every step toward love is a step into the tide, and soon there is no shore, only endless blue. So walk, let your footprints be prayers, your breath an offering. Walk until even walking disappears, until you are carried by love itself. Then you will know the secret that poets and prophets try to sing. There has never been a journey, only the eternal arrival within the heart of God. Beloved, the night is not your enemy. It is a cloak, woven from God's own breath, draped over your shoulders so that you may listen more closely. In the quiet, when the world has ceased its chatter, the stars begin to speak. They speak not in words, but in warmth, the silent language of remembrance. Do you hear them calling you by your true name, the one you had before birth? It is a name made of light, not sound, and it vibrates in every heartbeat. Even now, if you grow still enough, you will feel it. Who? Do not rush to tear away your darkness. It too serves the beloved. The moon would not shine if the sky were always day. Your sorrow is a moon pale, but radiant, revealing the contours of love hidden from the eyes that never weep. Be grateful for the ache, for it means the heart still burns. When the fire goes out, only ashes remain, and God cannot sculpt warmth from ashes. Keep the fire alive, even if it hurts to hold. Do you remember the first time your soul recognized beauty? Perhaps it was a scent, a song, a glance that pierced you like lightning. That was the moment God winked from behind the veil, saying, "Do you see me?" Beauty is his disguise, the mask he wears so that your heart will chase him. And you have been chasing ever since, calling it romance, adventure, ambition. But every pursuit is only love, seeking love. The beloved is everywhere, hidden in each pulse of existence. Look at the river. Does it ever question where to flow? No. It surrenders to gravity's song, and in surrender it becomes melody. Be like the river. Fall toward the sea of God's embrace. Resist nothing, even the stones that bruise you. They are part of the journey. They polish you smooth, so you may reflect the sunlight better. You fear the storm, yet the storm is the drum of the divine. The lightning is revelation, striking the sky of your soul. When thunder roars, do not cover your ears. It is the shout of the beloved, reminding you that nothing is still, nothing is lost. Even destruction is part of the dance. For what is torn apart is only what cannot endure love's intensity. What survives the storm becomes eternal. Come closer now, a heart of mine. You search for paradise as if it were a place. But paradise is the moment you stop running from yourself. The Garden of Eden never vanished. It withdrew inside your being. Each breath is a gate. Each act of tenderness opens a flower there. The serpent you fear is not evil, it is desire, coiled around the roots of the tree of life, whispering, "Know yourself." When you finally taste the fruit, you will not be cast out, you will awaken. Love does not arrive gently. It breaks down your doors and rearranges your furniture. It tears down the portraits of your imagined self until you stand naked and trembling before truth. Do not fight it. The beloved wants your surrender, not your perfection. A cracked pot can still carry the sacred water. In fact, it leaks grace along the way. If only you knew how beloved you already are. Every bird that sings at dawn is praising you as a reflection of its maker. Every wave that crashes on the shore bows before the temple of your existence. The sun itself rises each morning just to kiss your eyelids open. You are not separate from this splendor. You are its pulse. And yet, do you insist on smallness? You hide behind names, roles, memories. You say, "I am this, I am that." But love laughs softly and replies, "You are none of these. You are my breath pretending to be a person." When will you stop pretending? When will you allow yourself to be infinite? Step into the circle, beloved, where dervishes spin and time dissolves. Each turn is a universe collapsing into God. The feet move, the heart stills, the body whirls, the soul rests. Can you feel the paradox? The faster you spin, the closer you come to stillness. That is the secret of surrender. Movement becomes prayer, and the dancer disappears into the dance. There is a story whispered among the lovers. Once a moth saw the candle's flame and felt a madness rise within it. The other moths warned, "Stay away, you will be burned." But the moth replied, "To be burned is to know." It flew into the fire and vanished, and in vanishing, became light itself. You, too, must burn. Only in burning will you know the secret of union. The ego is the wax, the soul is the wick, God is the flame. When all three meet, illumination is born. Do not mistake suffering for punishment. It is invitation. Pain is the letter God writes to awaken your attention. When you open it with patience, the ink turns to gold. Every tear is an alchemy. transforming fear into faith. The beloved never wounds without purpose. He carves space within you for himself to dwell. The world will call you foolish for loving without measure. Let them. The fool of love knows more than the scholar of reason. Knowledge builds walls. Love builds wings. Fly, even if your wings are made of longing. The air of divine mercy will hold you. You ask, where is God in the midst of chaos? He is the stillness, at the center of the hurricane. He is the eye that sees without blinking, while everything spins. Be that eye. Watch your own thoughts, rise and fall like clouds, but do not chase them. You are the sky, not the storm. Once, a disciple asked me, Master, how far must I travel to meet the beloved? And I said, lift one foot in love, and you have already arrived. Every step toward love is toward God. Even if you walk through confusion, the path is not outside you. It unfolds beneath your sincerity. A single sigh of genuine devotion moves the heavens more than 1,000 rituals done in pride. So love foolishly, endlessly, wildly. Love without bargaining. Do not say, I will love if it is returned. That is not love, that is commerce. Love because it is your nature to love. A rose does not bloom because it expects applause. It blooms because it cannot do otherwise. Be the rose, not the gardener counting petals. Beloved, when you tire of seeking, rest in the awareness that you are already found. When you stop clinging to results, revelation arrives quietly, like dew settling on morning leaves. The divine does not come through force, but through softness. You cannot catch the wind with a fist, but open your palms, and it will caress you. Every encounter, every heartbreak, every moment of awe has been leading you here to this breath, this presence, this trembling recognition. I and the beloved are not two. You will not find him by climbing mountains or crossing seas, but by descending into the cave of your own heart. There, the silence glows. There, the eternal waits, patient as dawn. When you finally meet that presence, do not speak. Language is too small for such meeting. Instead, let your tears translate what your tongue cannot. God understands the grammar of tears better than the rhetoric of prayers. Stay a while in that sweetness. Let the world fall away. You will notice that even your body begins to dissolve into light, as if each cell remembers it was once a star, and truly it was. You were forged in the same fire that burns in the heart of suns. That is why you hunger for warmth. You are seeking your origin. Now, let that warmth expand. Let it reach those who have hurt you, those you cannot understand, even those who curse your name. Love them into remembering. For when you love the unlovable, you perform the highest prayer. The beloved becomes visible wherever mercy dwells. You may say, but I am afraid to love so much. And I say, then you have not yet glimpsed who you are. Fear belongs to the shadow. You belong to the dawn. When love wakes fully, fear melts like frost before the sun. Walk through it. It cannot burn you. You are the fire itself. Beloved, when you let love guide you, every breath becomes prayer. Every silence becomes song. The heart no longer beats for survival. It beats for remembrance. It becomes the drum of the divine caravan, marching home. You do not walk anymore. You are carried on waves of tenderness, like a leaf drifting on the river of mercy. The current knows its destination, even if the leaf does not. You ask, how will I know I am near to God? You will know because fear will begin to fade, and wonder will take its place. You will stop defending yourself, because who can wound the ocean? You will stop seeking validation, because light does not need permission to shine. You will look at others and see only reflections of yourself, shimmering in different costumes of clay. When love ripens, judgment rots and falls away. There is a secret that only lovers of God understand. The journey is circular. Every beginning is a return. Every return a beginning. You left the source only to discover the joy of finding it again. It is a divine game hide and seek played between the infinite and the finite. But the seeker and the sought are the same. Each time you whisper, "I miss you," the beloved replies, "I never left." Oh, how many disguises he wears. The beggar asking for bread, the friend who betrays, the child who smiles, the stranger who weeps in the night. All are veils of the same light. The wise do not curse the veil, they kiss it, for they know what it hides. Even pain wears the mask of mercy. Do not tear it away in anger. Gaze until you see the tenderness behind its eyes. The beloved sometimes sends storms, so that your small boat will break, and only then will you realize you are the sea. He shatters your illusions, so that the truth may emerge unwrapped. You call it loss, he calls it unveiling. You cry, "Why me?" And he answers, "Because I love you too much to leave you asleep." In the garden of the heart, weeds and roses grow together. Do not rush to pluck the weeds, for even they serve the soil. The ego, though unruly, is the teacher of humility. Pride must exist so that surrender can have meaning. Without shadow, light would lose its dance. Everything that exists, joy and sorrow, gain and loss, bows before the same master, love. Beloved, open your hands. The tighter you clutch, the more pain you create. The beloved gives and takes like the tide. To receive, you must learn to release. The cup that is full cannot be refilled. Empty yourself daily. Pour out your worries, your desire, your opinions. God cannot pour eternity into a vessel already occupied by yesterday. There is a story older than stars. Once, the soul was a spark within the great flame of unity. In its innocence, it whispered, "Let me know what you are by becoming other than you." And so, existence was born. We became drops scattered from the ocean, traveling far, only to taste the longing that would drive us home. Do not curse your exile. It is the longing that leads you back to the fire. Sometimes you will feel lost, wandering through deserts of confusion. Do not despair. Even the desert hides secret springs. The beloved often appears where you least expect. A kind word from a stranger, a sudden peace in the middle of chaos. These are footprints of his mercy on the sands of your day. Follow them. They always lead inward. You may think enlightenment means becoming perfect light. No, beloved. Enlightenment is learning to love your darkness until even it glows. The moon teaches this. She does not curse her shadows. She carries them gracefully across the night. Learn from her. Radiance is not the absence of shadow, but the dance between shadow and shine. When you pray, do not perform, dissolve. Words are useful only until silence understands. Speak until the heart takes over. And listen. The truest prayer is listening. When the ego is quiet, the soul becomes a flute, and the breath of God plays through it. Music is not born of effort, but of emptiness. So become empty, and melody will flow through you. You wonder why the beloved sometimes feels distant. But distance is a form of love. too. It stretches the string of the heart until it can carry more music. The archer must pull the bow back before the arrow can fly. What you call separation is preparation. One day, you will look back and bless the spaces between, for they taught you the rhythm of return. When grief comes, welcome it as a guest sent with divine intention. Prepare the table of your heart and say, Sit with me. Teach me what I have forgotten. The sorrow will not stay forever. It will eat, speak, and depart, leaving wisdom behind like crumbs of light. Then joy will visit next, and you will know both come from the same host. O Sul, remember, you are not a small candle trying to survive the wind. You are the wind itself, carrying 1,000 flames. Stop thinking in terms of survival. Think in terms of surrender. When the drop surrenders, it becomes the ocean. When you surrender, you become what you have always been, limitless awareness, the fragrance of love moving through form. Even silence is full of conversation if your heart is awake. The stones hum hymns. The trees sway in zikr. The air itself whispers Allah, Allah, Allah. You are surrounded by devotion, disguised as nature. The universe is a Sufi, spinning, singing, bowing endlessly. Join the dance. Do not remain a spectator. Every moment is a doorway. Some doors open with laughter, others with tears. Some open in temples, others in the marketplace. But all lead to the same chamber of intimacy. Enter wherever love invites you. The path of the lover is not paved with certainty, but with surrender. When the mind asks why, the heart answers, because there is no other way. Beloved, when you can love without choosing, forgive without calculation, and give without remembering, you will have become the mirror of the divine. Then you will understand that God does not live in heaven above, but in the tenderness of your own gaze. The eyes of compassion are his throne. If you fall, rise laughing. If you break, shine through the cracks. The beloved delights in your humanity. Perfection bores him. He created you flawed, so that mercy might have a playground. The saints are not those who never fell. They are those who fell and found God waiting in the dust. You are not walking toward God. You are walking within God. The traveler, the path, and the destination are one reality seen from 3 angles. When you finally realize this, you will stop striving and start dancing. You will see that even your doubts were prayers in disguise, leading you closer with every misstep. Love is the secret law that holds the galaxies together. It is the gravity that pulls souls back into oneness. Every act of love, no matter how small, is a cosmic event. When you smile at a stranger, a star breathes easier. When you forgive, entire worlds are healed. The beloved hides within these tiny gestures, waiting to be recognized. Oh heart, loosen your grip on what you think you know. Knowledge without love is frost without sun. Melt into the mystery. You were not made to explain life. You were made to embody it. Be the question, and the answer will bloom inside you like spring from the soil. Beloved, by now you have tasted a fragment of the truth, that all lovers eventually learn, that the one who seeks and the one who is sought are made of the same light. You are the moon, chasing its own reflection across the water, not realizing that both are born from the same hidden sun. When this realization dawns upon you, all searching ceases. The thirst remains. Yes, but it becomes sweet, no longer desperation, but devotion. You no longer seek to possess love. You allow love to possess you. Love is not a destination. It is the unending inhalation of God's breath. Each breath is a birth. Each exhale a death. And between the two, the beloved whispers, "Come closer still." The lover says, "I am here." And the beloved replies, "Then disappear." That is the secret of union, not addition, but subtraction. You do not become more by loving. You become less until there is nothing left to divide you from the divine. Let the mind go silent. The intellect is a candle, flickering in the hurricane of mystery. It shows you enough to begin. But if you wish to reach the heart of the fire, you must let the candle melt. The flame does not die, it becomes all that is. So too the self when it melts. It becomes the universe burning with awareness. The Sufis call it fana, the annihilation that is birth. To the untrained eye, it seems like loss. But to the awakened heart, it is expansion. When the drop falls into the ocean, who can say it perished? The ocean lives within it. The drop becomes song. The ocean becomes listening. And in that sacred music, all opposites vanish. Do you understand now, beloved, why every step toward love is toward God? Because love is the only thing that dissolves the illusion of two. Anger divides, pride isolates, fear hardens, but love melts everything back into unity. When you love without agenda, you become the bridge over which God crosses to meet himself. You become the dawn uniting night and day. Do not fear to love deeply. The heart was built to shatter, not to die, but to expand. Each breaking opens a window where the wind of the beloved may enter. The ego trembles at this, but the soul rejoices. The ego says, I am losing everything. The soul laughs. You are losing nothing real. Look around you. Even the stars are lovers. They die burning, just to be reborn in another form. The galaxies themselves are whirling dervishes, spinning in devotion around the unseen center. This is the rhythm of existence. Love expanding, love contracting, love creating form and dissolving it again. Every inhale of creation is longing, every exhale is union. And you, O fragile, yet infinite being, are both inhale and exhale. The universe dances in your chest. The beloved experiences his own beauty through your eyes. Every time you say, how beautiful, it is God admiring himself through your wonder. What you call awe is his mirror reflecting eternity. So how can you ever be alone? Loneliness is the shadow cast by forgetting your vastness. You say, no one understands me. But if you only knew how many angels lean close, each time you whisper that, you are surrounded by listeners made of light. The wind itself bends its ear to catch your sigh. The beloved is closer than closeness, nearer than your pulse, gentler than the hush before dawn. You do not need to reach him. You need to stop running from him. He's not waiting in some far heaven. He is curled like a secret inside your breath. Each time you inhale, you invite him. Each time you exhale, you release him into the world. That is the true meaning of worship, breathing in awareness. You have asked, what must I do to be worthy of love? And the answer, whispered through every atom, is this: you already are. Worthiness is not earned, it is remembered. The beloved does not love you for what you do. He loves you because you are part of his own being. Can a wave earn the ocean's affection? Can the spark beg the fire to notice it? No, they are one flame, one motion. Beloved, when you truly see this, humility will replace all shame. You will stop bowing out of fear and start bowing out of awe. You will realize that worship is not obedience, but celebration. The saints do not kneel because they must. They kneel because the weight of love bends them. There comes a moment on the path when all words fail, all teachers fall silent, and only tears remain. Let them fall. Each tear is a pearl forming in the oyster of your soul. They will one day become the necklace of your awakening. Do not hide them. Even the sky weeps, and from its tears, flowers are born. You will not reach the beloved by striving, but by softening. The harder you try, the farther he seems. Sit down, unclench your heart, and let grace find you. God does not respond to force. He flows toward openness like water toward the valley. Become the valley. Become the low place where rivers meet. The beloved loves humility not because it grovels, but because it is spacious. In pride, there is no room for love to rest. In surrender, love makes a home. Be soft, like earth, patient like sky, and the rain of mercy will fall upon you unceasingly. Perhaps now you see why even suffering is sacred. The thorns that pierce you are not punishments. They are reminders that you are still alive, still capable of feeling. The rose does not apologize for its thorns. The pain they cause only heightens the fragrance of its bloom. Likewise, your trials make your compassion more fragrant to the world. When you look upon the faces of others, see not their masks, but their light. Some hide it beneath anger, others beneath pride, but it flickers there, nonetheless. Call to that light when you speak. Address their souls, not their shadows. Even a harsh word, if spoken from love, you can awaken a sleeping heart. Let your love be like sunlight, unconditional, impartial, and constant. The sun does not choose where to shine, it simply shines. Even the cave receives its warmth, eventually. When you love in this way, you become the extension of the divine will. You no longer act, love acts through you. Beloved, the time has come to stop asking, "Where is God?" and start asking, "Where is He not?" He is in the pulse of your grief, in the laughter of children, in the stillness between thoughts, in the grain of sand clinging to your palm. There is no corner of creation untouched by His presence. You are living in His heart, even now, and when death comes, for it will, do not fear it. It is only the beloved changing your garment. You will not end, you will unfold. The cocoon does not mourn its dissolving when it becomes the butterfly. In that moment, you will realize that every step you took in joy, in sorrow, in longing, in faith, was leading to this single truth. There has never been anywhere to go but home. Home is not a place, it is the awareness that you and love are one. When this dawns, even your body becomes prayer, your eyes become altars, your breath becomes incense, your silence becomes psalm. You will walk through the world, invisible yet radiant, a servant of tenderness, a whisper of the divine in human shape. And so, my beloved, take another step, not forward, not backward, but inward. Step into the core of your being, where eternity hums softly beneath your ribs. There, in the sacred hush, you will hear the only truth worth knowing. Every step toward love is toward God. Every heartbeat is His drum calling you home. Every tear is His rain washing you clean. Every breath is His kiss, reminding you you were never apart. Dance, now, soul of mine. The universe spins because you do. Whirl until the world blurs into one color of light. Let go until there is nothing left to hold. For when you dissolve into love, you will not vanish. You will become the song the stars sing, the wind's laughter, the pulse beneath all creation. And in that final merging, you will understand there was never you and him. Oh, there was only love, playing all the roles, dreaming itself awake.